Hello everyone, Gator here. Here's the first 30 minutes of May 11th. We had a really rough day today in my opinion, another tough day, at least for me. And you'll see it here. You'll actually starts off with Fidelity doing the same thing. I need to call them and see if this is a new safety mechanism, I guess you would call it, their platform does, and it doesn't let you take a contract within the first minute on a market order. And you'll see me try to do it here. I opened up a call and a put, just waiting to see what way Tesla broke. It goes up, it looks strong, I get ready to buy. Textbook buy, perfect as soon as the candle closes, and I got an error saying that I couldn't purchase on market. I need to figure out why that happens and if there's a way I can get them to let me purchase on market, because that's usually one of my very high hit rate trades. I think I have a very high success rate when I do those. When I do decide to take them, I'm around an 80% plus win, so I'm not very happy about that, but nothing you can do. I probably let it bother me more than I should. So I didn't take a trade until about 5 minutes in here. I see Tesla getting ready to go down, and I get ready to buy as it's going towards the level. It goes down, I buy, and it pops right in my face. I sell, and I lose almost $900 right there. I actually think a little over $900. And this kind of turns into par for the course for the first 30 minutes for me. This happens multiple times, so you'll get to see it a couple more times here. I stopped myself from buying again as it broke down here. I just kind of forced myself to wait and to not chase. I missed once on it. Even if it worked the second time, I wasn't going to take it. I was just going to wait for the next setup. And you can see it worked there and it followed through lower. I think the right thing to do would have been to do what Mark actually talked about. And here you see me, I missed out with some FOMO, thinking it was going to break day lows after that candle close. It didn't. The candle closed, it popped right in my face, and I lost another $800. So I'm down a little over 2 grand right now. Kind of frustrated because I didn't get any follow through to the downside. In hindsight, it's always 2020. I think the right thing to do would have been to size down, maybe take one to two, three contracts and just hold them for a while, buy at a candle break, and maybe give it an entire candle's range, and that would have been a little bit safer. So looking at this next trade here, this was a blink call out. I was a little bit slow to the trigger, and because I was slow, I only took 1,000 shares. I was just hoping it would continue and I could get a small pop. To be honest, I was chasing here. You can see how long I went without making a trade. Not super long, but when you're sitting there just looking at the screen, you want to trade something. And I definitely let it get to me. I mistyped blink when I saw it called out. I didn't have my preset set right, and I didn't have it set to market out, so I lost more money there initially, and I would go back and correct that after I noticed that. So I made several errors on that trade that cost me some money. Here's a Tesla breakdown that I tried, a 1 minute breakdown. It's not really a reset, but I was hoping that after this candle closed, it would close and then it would continue to the downside. It didn't. I lost really small there. And now I'm over trading. And you can see this, I change out, I try to buy a call, and I try to catch the breakout upside. The trade actually ends up to where it would have worked, but because I realized that, wait, I'm over trading this, I don't need to do this, I just sold it really quick and ended up taking a basically break even. I think I lost $30 on that, so nothing serious, but I was definitely getting frustrated at this point, just mad that I wasn't up more money and that I couldn't get something to work. When in truth, there were things that were working, I was just over trading a little bit. This was definitely one of those days, just lower conviction, like Mark talked about at the beginning of the day. It was basically a chop fest for the most part anyway as it went up, and not a lot of things were working, at least not working smoothly. You had to take it, you had to take the quick money. I think a few people in the room lost, and some of the people that won didn't win a lot. I'm sure there's some people that made out really well, but it was just a difficult day all the way around and not a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this phase of the market kind of passing, and hopefully we can get some better up moves. So here, Amazon was strong. This is a few minutes later. This is towards the end of the day. So Amazon is stronger. I'm waiting for a high of day breakout. I buy, load to sell. I really don't want to give it any room. I'm just watching it. I'm watching the cues, watching it tick up. Just hoping I can get some follow through. I possibly hold it a little bit longer than I should have, because I'm looking at the cues going up like, man, Amazon should be going here. Why isn't it going? Tesla's going, everything else is going. I take it, I sell, and I lose another full point on that right there. Instead of just taking the quick money, I don't even think I was really ever up money. I was just flat money. And then Amazon starts to go. I get ready to get back in it. I buy again, get ready to sell. Amazon did go up. I'm hoping to get a little bit of follow through here. Pops a little bit for me. I've got most of that point back if I sell, but I'm really at this point, I think, trying to get more out of the trade than it was going to give me, just because I see everything continuing higher. And so in my mind, I'm thinking Amazon should continue higher. It doesn't. It pulls a little bit, and I only make $230 there. I just didn't want to let that trade go red. I felt like I needed to just lock in that win and kind of get a win under my belt instead of letting it go red. So whether or not it could have gone higher, at that point in the morning, I needed a win more than I needed to get my P&L back. I knew that if I was going to do it, I just needed to be smart and take it one trade at a time. And that approach actually worked. It does not work here. You'll see that the day's over as far as the first 30 minutes, so I'm down 3 grand as the first 30 minutes is done. I didn't stop there. I actually continued to trade, and within the next hour I was green, taking small trades like that, about $800. And then I overtraded, continued to trade when I should have just logged out. I broke my rules, which is if you're red, you go green, you log off.